Hey, you guys, welcome back to Married to Film. Listen, here's part 2.
I thought you said you respected me.
Oh!
Read my book.
That was before we resorted to violence and hostage-taking.
Always better when the oppressed don't fight back, isn't it? A warhead.
What the hell?
Technically, I need the plutonium inside.
Technically, I need the plutonium inside.
You ain't being oppressed. You did something, you get judged for it. I mean, you going to jail.
As you may know, the Cylons are susceptible to certain kinds of radiation, and by taking the plutonium, embedding it in a carbon nanotube matrix, and it really is that simple, I can construct a filter that will preferentially ionize synthetic molecules and thus deliver to you your Cylons.
We have 5 warheads left aboard this ship.
Don't give them a warhead.
We may need them.
Well, yes, of course, if you really think that this project has a low priority, then, you know, you're totally within your bounds to...
You'll get your warhead.
Okay, y'all get out there for y'all be honest. Uh-oh.
I need to speak to the lieutenant alone. You don't honestly think you've been fooling everyone, do you?
Wow.
I know. The old man knows. Hell, the whole ship knows about you and the chief. It stops now.
So the chief and I are just friends?
Back when the ship was being decommissioned, we let you two get away with it. Hell, we let everyone get away with murder, but that was then and this is now. We're at war, this is a combat unit, and you're his superior officer. Put a stop to it.
That's
an order.
Okay, listen.
What's this? Trouble.
I have 2 conditions before I release my captives. First, the government, which controls our fate, is illegal and illegitimate. And it must submit to the will of the people. I demand the immediate resignation of Lord Roslin and her ministers. I demand free and open elections to choose a new leadership. A new government that represents all of the people. These demands are made not for me, for the former slaves held on this ship, but for you, the people, the survivors of the Holocaust, and the children of humanity's future. I am Tom Zarek, and this is the first day of the new era.
You have something to learn when it comes to public opinion, Commander. Tom Zarek is a name with weight. A very sympathetic figure, a legend almost. 20 years in prison over a matter of principle.
He's a criminal and a terrorist. People aren't going to give him credence.
Don't be so sure, Commander. Rebellions are contagious. People are already rising of the water crisis. Can't afford to destabilize this government right now.
I agree.
When are you going in?
I assumed you were going to talk to him first.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
I said talk.
There's nothing to talk about. What he wants, I can't give him. No commitments. No deals.
I'll let you know what happens. All right, you're going in.
But if she's a sniper, she don't
You
have
get a
to.
clear shot at Zarek, you take it. I want to control that ship immediately.
In case you
I
do
want
shoot
all the
them from the
hostages
outside.
alive.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know how I drew this detail.
Girl.
You're not asleep.
Not anymore.
Is that your way of telling us you're not scared?
No, it's my way of telling you I'm tired,
Right.
You don't know what tired is?
Yes, she does.
right?
Don't mock me, little girl.
I was up for
I'm
100 some
not
odd
mocking
hours
you.
straight.
Tom and I would go way back. Long time. You know what's good for you. You'll be nice to me.
Did you vote for her? She was sworn in under the law.
The answer is no one voted for her. No one. And yet she's making decisions for all of us, deciding who lives and who dies. Is that democracy? Is that a free society?
What is it you want from me? You want me to say she shouldn't be president? We need a government. We need rules. We need a leader.
We need to be free men and women. If we're not free, then we're no different than Cylons.
Commander Adama, Tom Zarek. How can I help you?
First, I want to make sure that my people are unharmed.
These little shirts.
This is Apollo. Fine. So are the others. They're located on the
That's
lower...
enough, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that no one's been hurt. That would have tragic consequences.
How long until you storm the ship?
I'm hoping that won't be necessary. I think that you and I can come up with some kind of an understanding.
You know he's stolen. Come on.
This is not the only crisis that I'm dealing with. Water shortage affects the entire fleet.
Your men are on their way, even as we speak.
Yeah, of course.
There's still time to work this out.
Have the president step down and call for elections.
That's not gonna happen.
Then I look forward to meeting your man.
Mm.
I knew you were faking.
I'm a light sleeper.
Baby girl, you don't have to fight.
I don't think I have your respect.
What?
I respect you.
Get up.
Hey!
Whoa.
What are you doing?
Move.
Where are you taking her?
You want them to storm the ship. You don't want elections. You don't want your freedom. You want a bloodbath.
You don't understand.
Tom Zarek's been out of the headlines, out of the news,
Yeah.
forgotten for 20 years as he rots in a cell. Now he's got a chance to go out in a blaze of glory.
Once Roslin uses a ton of soldiers to massacre the people on the ship, prisoners and hostages alike. People in the fleet will never, never forgive them. The entire government will collapse.
Tom, something's up.
It's Mason. What the hell?
They're killing the hostages. Let's go.
Constellation team, set.
Mason, what are you doing?
My ear off! Thank you!
Open the door, she You said they weren't animals. What do you call this? 20 years of me waiting. He's gonna kill him. Do something. You did this. You put him in a cage. You made him a monster.
Bravo. Set.
Why is she bleeding like that?
Filthy bitch! You all deserve to die!
All
Sniper?
teams, sniper in position.
He's gonna do it. You reap what you sow. You look at me. You see me! Look at me!
You see nothing.
Come on, Lee. Take out the son of a bitch.
How
I
about
got guns pointed at him.
you still have a death wish? You ready to leave this world right here, right now?
Yes.
Yes. Too bad. You're gonna tell your men to help us get that water off the moon. They're gonna work for their points, and they're gonna earn their freedom. And then you're gonna get your elections.
Oh, wow.
What? Because you're right, Tom. You were right. About democracy and consent of the people. I believe in those things. And we're gonna have them. And you can have them
But first,
too. Or you can have this bullet. Your call.
What are you doing, Lee? What are you doing? Come on.
How do I know your father and the president will honor your word?
you know.
Lower your weapons.
I mean, they could have went ahead and shot him, though.
Lower your weapons.
I mean, for real, look. Could have just shot him in the
Back
kneecap.
off.
Call it a day.
Okay, Callie, you're gonna be okay.
Oh, she's about to die.
Gotcha.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire!
All teams hold positions.
It's unacceptable.
It's done. Prisoners have full control of the Astral Queen. We evac all the guards and support personnel. It's their ship.
They're a threat to the entire fleet.
They've been disarmed. The ship itself has no weapons.
The ship itself is a weapon.
Watch out.
They're totally dependent on us for food, fuel, and they've agreed to organize the workforce for the water detail on the moon.
You've committed me to holding elections within the year.
Madam President, with respect, you're serving out the remainder of President Adar's term. When that term is up in 7 months, the law says there's an election.
That's it.
I only committed you to obeying the law.
You were not
Sound like
authorized to
some
make
kind of a
any deal.
lawyer. I swore an oath to defend the articles. The articles say there's an election in 7 months. Now, if you're telling me we're throwing out the law, then I'm not a captain, you're not a commander,
And you're not.
and you are not the president. And I don't owe either of you a damned explanation for anything.
He's your son.
He's your advisor. I guess you finally picked your side.
He don't drink white, but I bet he's gonna drink it today. Salute.
What the hell is this? Water?
That's your ass. That's probably where that came from. I have my flaws too.
The difference is my flaws are personal, yours are professional.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Lieutenant. That'll be all.
I hope you understand. I wasn't being disloyal, Madam President.
I understand. You're upholding the law. I admire it.
I believe in you, in what you're doing. And for what it's worth, 7 months from now, you'll have my vote.
There's something I need to tell you.
Boom! She ain't gonna be able to tell it.
The truth is, I might not be here in 7 months.
Are you planning a vacation?
Yes.
I told your father that I had allergies, but I have cancer. I found out the morning of the attack.
I'm so sorry, Madam President. I don't know what to say.
I'm going to fight this, but there is a great need for secrecy.
Of course.
Whether or not I survive this illness, it is of great importance to me that there's a future for people. And I fear that knowledge of my illness will erode hope.
Yep.
So this has to stay between you and me.
You can count on me.
I know I can.
I know I can.
Don't be going out the door and saying, hey! I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
Right.
Wow. All right. That was episode what? 2?
3.
3. Episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sounds good. That was good.
So Zarek,
Yep.
Tom Zarek is a terrorist, and he was one of the, what did you say? He was one of the prisoners on a ship. So their grand idea, scheme, or whatever, was that they were going to get the prisoners to go on the other rock and get the water. And it would give them freedom points toward their release, whatever that means. Zarek came out of his cell and was like, we respectfully decline. However, he had already had a plan to take over the ship. But what they wanted to do was have a vote because they were tired of being treated like animals.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to be treated like animals anymore, so they wanted a vote because Madam President is not supposed to be president. And nobody voted for her, but as it happened, that she was sworn in because the president was killed.
President and cabinet, and because she was like way
The
down.
only one, she said she was number 15
43 or something.
40.
I don't know.
It was a number,
yeah.
and she was nowhere near being close to being president, so she was sworn in. However, she was diagnosed with cancer, and she got the diagnosis the day of the attack, the morning of the attack. So Apollo, being the man that he is, okay, I'll just go down there and I'll talk to the prisoner. I'll talk to Zarek. I read his book in college, and I know what the man is all about. Blase, blase, blase. So they got to know each other a little bit better, more on the political side. And before that even happened, let me rewind a little bit, because his father did tell him, you need to pick a side. Whatever side you want to be on, you need to pick a side. And that was your problem in the first place. You haven't picked a side. So they were like still tit for tat with each other, the father and the son. So Apollo's down there, he's talking to Zarek, and he's trying to figure out what they're going to do. Okay, you don't want the ship. That wasn't the thing. So what is it that you want? He just said he wanted freedom for everyone. That they don't have to be ruled or told what to do. They don't need a leader. And if they do that, then they are no less than or no better than the Cylons themselves. Mm-hmm. Good point. Point taken. And I think that registered with Apollo, because he was like, okay, whatever. Well, he got a gun. He shot one of the guys that took a baby girl.
Callie.
Took her prisoner. I don't even know if that's the correct term. He took her from her cell And he had a gun. He ended up shooting her, and she bit his daggone ear off. She Mike Tyson, Tim. And she's okay. She's recovering and everything. Meanwhile, it was a lot of things going on in this episode. What's the guy's rank?
Colonel.
That's underneath the commander.
Colonel.
He's a colonel. So Colonel woke up, took a couple shots of his whiskey, and was walking around and giving orders and everything. Came across Starbucks, and she was like, "Yep." She was like, "It looks like you had your own little party and you've been sipping, huh?" There was a lot of stuff going on. He told Lieutenant to stop her relationship with the other guy, with the chief, because she was his supervisor. And in the military, you can't do that. Fraternize. You can't do that because you get demoted if they find out. Or if the wrong person find out. I'll say it that way. Because the military, I think you can pretty much get away with it. Just about anything. If it didn't come across the right person. Or the wrong person. Right person. Anyway. They cut a deal. Apollo and Zarek. After he pushed him out the way because Starbuck was a sniper and she was getting ready to shoot him. He pushed him out the way and was like, "You know what? We got a deal. Let's go ahead and do this thing. You're going to get your vote or election in 7 months." And that's the time frame where she would have did all her, served the term the prior president served. And after that term, they have to vote for a president. So that was going to take place and everything. So he worked it out with Zarek. The guys had formulated their own plan to get on this rock and get this water. They got the water and everything. Everybody's going good. Blah, blah, blah. Forgot about the doctor. He was going crazy. Again, Gaius. He wants a nuclear warhead. And Commander actually said that he would get it so that he can do his test for the Cylons. I might have went booty backwards, but y'all get where I'm. Y'all picking up everything. Y'all picking up what I'm throwing down? I think I covered everything. Oh, Boomer Cylon 2 is walking around on Caprica, that's what I want to call it. Caprica, along with the other guy. That was it. They came across some rats eating a body.
But they were being followed by 2 of the Cylons.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. They're like commending her, talking about, yeah, she's doing a good job. And blah, 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 blah. I think that's it. Oh, Madam President did tell Apollo that she had cancer and that she may not be at the end. She may not be alive at the end of the term of the 7 months before election, because he did say at the 7 months that I will vote for you, and she was like, "Sit, let me tell you something." So secrecy is a thing, and she said, "Don't tell nobody," and that would be it. That was the end of the episode. Did I cover everything?
Yeah, you did. Yep. So let us know what you guys thought, and we'll see y'all on the next episode. Love y'all.
Yeah, love you guys. No spoilers.
Hey, wake up!